It's story time, I guess. It's story time. Okay, let's start. Let's start. Let's get on to it. I'm just gonna say, this story has been I've been 10 years. 10 years already in a wheelchair. So it's been a lot of time. A lot of time. So I'm already completely fine with when it comes to talking about it. When it comes to like I'm already used to talking about it. So it's not like don't feel like I'm gonna be uncomfortable or anything. So if you guys have got any questions you want to ask, feel free to ask. Like literally feel free to ask. If you're gonna clip it, clip it. I'm probably gonna post it on YouTube myself. So do whatever you feel to. I'm really comfortable with it. So we're good. Okay, so let's start. Most of you will know I'm from Spain, so grew up playing football. Football as are you fine with a Brazilian troll making jokes if they come into his mind? No, I said I really don't mind. I'm a person. I don't take things personally or whatever. I love to laugh. Jokes are jokes. You know what I mean? We'll make it for the fun and all that. So I said it's been 10 years, so I'm pretty cool with it. I joke on myself as well. So don't feel. None of you should feel like it's I'm gonna get offended or whatnot. Nah, nah. If you know me, I pretty much don't get offended for anything. Literally anything. I'm just here for the jokes, basically. So yeah, I grew up playing football. Football was basically my thing growing up. Yes, I would play video games as well as a kid, but most of the time, video games was not like part of my life. It was like it was, but not at the same level as most of you. But my own was football. I grew up playing football. I love football. I mean, that's kind of what we do here in Europe, right? So it's like football. I grew up in Spain in a little village called Santa Cruz de Retamar, and and Salida as well. That's literally where we are. There's not much going on in villages in Spain. You know what I mean? It's just like a couple of thousand people in each village, and it's like it's called Toledo. Toledo, like the capital is called Toledo, right? The capital of the village is called Toledo, and Toledo is the old capital of Spain. Madrid is a new capital of Spain. Anyways, um, football. Yeah, boy, call it football. It is football. It is actually football. Um, so I I played football growing up, and not just football. It was called football sala. That's now that we're talking about football. It was called football sala. That's it's a 5v5, a quick 5v5 between two different teams. You can swap in players whenever you want to. Even if you get swapped, you can come back in. That was what I grew up playing, and I was really good at it. I was really good at it, but I was quite chubby as well. I was like a chubby kid, right? I was really chubby. So growing up, I did that. That was like my thing. I said games was always like a secondary thing to do. So at some point, one of my cousins came out from the US. He came over to try in a football team. And since I was a footballer, well, I loved playing football, and I was younger than him. It's kind of like, oh, take your little cousin with you, kind of vibes, right? Like he came in, he's the bigger cousin, so he wants to go for a football trial, and they're like, oh, your little cousin as well plays football, like take you with him, maybe let him see him, maybe they would like him and kind of stuff. So he did. Well, we all went together. We got there. I did the trials as well. Well, they saw me. I did the trials. They actually liked me. They were like, "Yeah, you're really good." I'm not trying to like whatever, but they were like, "Yeah, you're really good, but you need to cut down weight because, as I said before, I'm really chubby. I was a really chubby kid, so they were like, you need to cut down weight if you want to like continue playing, or if you want to like get into the football team. And that football team was Atletico de Madrid. I don't know if you guys know about football, but that's one of like the biggest football team in Spain. You got Barcelona, you got Real Madrid, then you got Atletico de Madrid. And that was a team that we're doing the trial for, and they absolutely love it. So they were like, yes, just all you need to do is cut down weight. And I was quite young back then. I think I was like 14 years old. And they were like, yeah, cut down weight and come back to us. Cool. Cool. So my dad continued with that. So my dad was the one that continued with all that negotiation and all that. So that was my career now. What I had to do was cut down weight and and focus on football even more than what I was doing. Then at the age of 17, I will go back and redo the trials and get into the football team. So, I mean, I was already being bullied at school already for being fat. So me cutting down weight was even like it was already coming from both sides, you know what I mean, from football and from me being bullied anyway. So I had to cut down weight from somewhere, from somewhere. So I stopped eating and I did that. I just focused on football, on training and getting slim so I can, you know what I mean, get my dream, like get into like a big football team and just play. So I was 16. The day I turned 17, we went celebrating. Obviously it was a month after because there was like football. I had football to do or whatever. So the month after my birthday's in October. So November, after that month, we went out celebrating. And as I said before, we're in villages, we're in literally little villages where one is close to another, and you know what I mean, like one village is here, another village is here, another village is here, another village is there. So you can basically walk from one village to another. It might take you 30 minutes, an hour, but you could do that. You could literally do that because there is not a lot of buses that will take you from one place to another, like here in the UK or wherever, that you got buses like for every 30 minutes you got a bus. Like in those villages, like you got one bus a day if you're lucky. If you're lucky. So most of the times we kids will just walk from one village to another if we've got something to do in that village, right? And most of the times parties will happen in the different villages. They will not happen in your village. They'll happen in different villages. So we'll just walk there, and that's what we did as kids. When we were going there, we had someone that could take us. But on our way back, which was around 7 o'clock in the morning, we didn't have no one. And my accident happened on the 22nd of November. That was 2014. And we didn't have no one to take us back, right? I didn't have a problem because at that point I was living by myself, basically. Since my mom and my little brothers had already moved to England, I didn't move with them because I was playing football. That was my dream. I couldn't just leave it and just move with them. So I stayed living by myself since I was about 15, 16, like that. And so at that point, I didn't have any problem to wait up to the next bus came around so I could take it and go in the morning, right? But the people I came up with, they couldn't stay. They had to go back because most of their parents didn't know where they were. My parents knew. They knew I was out, but their parents didn't know where they were. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them. So we had to go, and since we came together, it's not like I'm gonna stay and they're just gonna go. You know what I mean? We're a group. So we decided to all just walk. We're like, okay, cool. I mean, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's already the morning time. It's going to take us about 30 minutes to get to the next village, to get back to our village. So let's just walk. So on our way walking back to the village, to our village, right? There's a car that came behind, a drunk driver. We were walking like in the way forward, looking at cars, looking like cars coming forward to us, right? So if anything, we can just move out. But the cars that are coming from behind, they're coming from the other side of the road. So there's no way they're supposed to be close to us, right? Well, it turns out that this dude, he fell asleep and just literally crashed into all of us. Like literally just crashed into all of us. Me and one dude, I don't know him. He was like just accompanying one of us. So I didn't know him, but we're just two of us that survived. One didn't have nothing, like nothing happened to him. He was the one that he was in front because we were walking like in a straight line, basically. We were walking all in a straight line. So there was one dude in front, I was the next. No, I was all the way at the back. And the girls, there was three girls, and the three girls were in the middle. So it was kind of like we were kind of like in a defensive position kind of stuff, like protecting the girls, right? And the car came from behind and crashed into us. And the first dude, so the one that's like all the way at the top, didn't get, and nothing happened to him, because by the time the driver had crashed into like all the four of us, basically, he woke up. He woke up, then he swerved into the main road. Then the last dude didn't get anything. Nothing happened to him, and nothing happened to the driver either. And basically, all the girls died. There were three of them. All of them died. I survived. The only reason I survived, even though I was like the first one to get hit, the only reason I survived was because I was training for football. I told you guys the whole time I was preparing to like get into like the Atletico de Madrid, right? So I was training for that. So my body was stronger. My body was way stronger than the girls in the middle. My body was just way stronger to adapt to that. So when we got hit, they basically died instantly. I kind of like, I wasn't unconscious. I was conscious, right? I was kind of like, like when something happens in like seconds, like everything happened in like literally seconds. We were working, I was talking, we were talking and whatever, just singing, whatever we were doing. And in the next second, I find myself on the ground. My whole face was bleeding. Blood was coming out everywhere, basically. I couldn't move. At that instant, I just couldn't move. It was just like kind of like me just pushing myself up the ground, like my face, basically. Blood all over the place. I was just hearing noises, and there was this thing sound, like, I don't know how to say, like this like a beep sound the whole time. Like this, like the whole time was in my ear, like just pee. That's the only thing I could hear the whole time, right? And it was just like, what happened? Like, what is going on? Like, what just happened? You know what I mean? Like 1 second you are walking, and the next second you're on the ground. You know what I mean? And blood is all over. It was just so weird, right? And I tried to like wake up. I couldn't. At that point, I just couldn't wake up. Then I don't know what happened. I think I probably like passed out a little bit or something, because the next thing I remember is a police turning me around, and that's something that they shouldn't have, because obviously if you guys know a little bit of medicine, you shouldn't touch basically someone that's come out from an accident, because you could damage them further, especially if you don't know how you are touching them, right? So I think I was face down. I was asking for help. And the next thing I remember was the police turning me around, like turning me face up, right? And I was now able to look upwards. And I said, blood was just all over the place. And it was just, everything was just so weird. Like, I just don't know how to explain it. It just felt like I was in reality, and in the same time, I wasn't. It's just a blend of everything, And at some point, I took my hand up, right, to kind of like try to clean my face, and I saw my finger. This finger, you guys would have probably seen it, and would have probably tell why I can't put it straight. I just cannot. Like it's broken and it stayed like that, right? This finger, right? As soon as I was trying to put my hand on my face, this finger was completely off, like literally hanging. It was hanging. That's how bad it was. It was hanging. And I did this, and I was like, damn, I saw my finger, right? I was like, what the, I couldn't feel it. That's the thing that kind of like mesmerized my brain, because I was like, I'm seeing my finger hanging, but I cannot put it back. No, but I cannot, it's not hurting. Like, it doesn't hurt. Like, it's just, like my brain wasn't comprehending what was going on, right? Like my finger is broken, it's hanging, but it doesn't hurt. I don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing it broken, but I don't feel it. So just me seeing that and being so confused, I tried to put it back. That's how goofy I am, I guess. I tried to put it back. I was so damn like, why? Like, why am I not feeling this pain? Like, or it should hurt, or maybe this is not real. I don't know. So I just spent the next maybe 15 to 20 minutes just trying to put my finger back, to be honest. And that's kind of like what kept me alive until like the ambulance show up. I just spent that time just trying to put my finger back. And when the ambulance showed up, and obviously I was asking for help as well, because the police guy was speaking to me. He was doing his job speaking to me, right? Like trying to maintain me alive. At that point, at some point, I was responding to him because he was asking me like, "What's your name? Where do you live?" All that kind of like little question. And when I discovered my finger, I just stopped responding to him. I was just so engrossed into my finger until like, why is this happening? That I just stopped responding to him. I was just focused on that. And the next thing that happened was obviously the ambulance showed up and they tried to pick me up. Obviously, after putting like all the securities and that, they picked me up. As soon as they picked me up, there was so much pain, like all over my body, so much pain. I passed out. In that moment, I passed out, and I woke up again in the ambulance. I woke up again inside the ambulance when they were trying to cut off my clothes, and I guess it was hurting so much that I woke up because it was just hurt, like the pain. I just cannot describe it. And they start cutting my clothes off, and my dad has probably thrown those clothes away at this point, but he had it kept. Like he literally kept it after my accident and all that stuff. They gave it to him. He literally kept it in like our old house, but since we've moved past that house ages ago, it's probably been thrown away or burned out or something. But yeah, going back to the story, I woke up right from that moment, and that's when I heard the people talking around. That they said, "Oh, the rest are gone. Like the other girls, they're like the rest, they're gone. We can't do anything about them." I heard it, and obviously I knew something was wrong. Like I already knew something was wrong back then. Me already being on the ground and everything just happening like that. I already knew something was wrong, right? So but I couldn't see because I was on the ground. I was laying on the ground, so I couldn't see what was happening. I just knew something was wrong. I couldn't see it. But when I heard that, I passed out again. I literally just passed out. I went into a coma, and the first thing they told my mom and my parents when all of this happened was that I died. Was that everyone died in the accident. We had an accident. Everyone died. And imagine my mom is in the UK. My mom is in the UK. As I said, I was living by myself at that point. My dad was coming to see me, but he was working outside. He's an architect, so he was working outside the country. So he was there, but at the same time, not there most of the time. I think at that point, he was in Sweden. So it was like, just imagine your parents in the other side of like the country, right? Or other countries. And the first news you hear is that your first son was in an accident with his friends and they all died. Basically, everyone died. That was it. That was like the story. And well, after all that, after all that happened, it was kind of like I was in coma, right? So they said if I didn't come out from coma in about a week time, it would have been a go. Like they would just disconnect me or whatever. Like I had a week to come back basically. And on that last days on a Sunday, which I was born on a Sunday as well. I was born October the 19th, which was a Sunday, and that Sunday on a Sunday as well, I woke up, right? I woke up from my coma. And at that point, that's when they came again. They told me about what happened, everything, and at that point, I was in bed. I was laying down in bed, that straight. My whole body was so inflated, like inflated, because I had two broken ribs from each side. Two broken ribs from each side. My finger was broken, and my ankle, like my left ankle, was completely broken. Like they had to reconstruct it as well. I even have a bar, like a metal bar, still in there. They have to take it out. I don't know when, but they had to take it out. They had to reconstruct that as well. So yeah, literally my whole middle section was completely broken up to now. Even it's been 10 years, and up to now I still feel the effect of it. Like my whole middle section is hypersensitive. Hyper, like I feel the clothing just going, like when it touches my body, just I feel it, like if it's like a needle just pinching a little bit. So yeah, those are little things that I go through, but it's just like at this point, it's just I'm so used to it that it's like, oh, whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, a part of that, that's when I was told what happened. My friends died. It was a brutal accident. Like it was so, like, just so you guys, like, I don't want you guys to like get like brutal images or whatnot, but it was so brutal. Like the impact, it was so brutal that most of my friends got their head chopped off during the accident. That's how bad it is. Even me, if you guys see right here, like I can't even show you properly. Yeah, you see this? These are cuts from like, I have them all over, even up here. Those are cuts from like the accident as well. I would have gotten my neck chopped off as well. Like I was close to getting my neck chopped off as well. So that's how bad that impact was. Like it was crazy, and it's just a miracle that I kind of survived. You know what I'm saying? If you, as the doctor said, if it wasn't because I was training that hard to get into my football, I probably would have died as well. Probably would have just died there. But anyways, let's continue. Let's continue. I woke up. They told me everything. I realized that I couldn't move. Like at that point, I couldn't move nothing. Basically, like the first time I woke up, I couldn't move nothing. I couldn't move my arms either. I couldn't move my leg. Nothing. It's just my head. I was just like literally, just imagine you being in bed and you can't move your body, and it's just your head, just your, oh my days. Oh, oh, and the only thing that kept me going at that point was because the doctors were telling me that this is kind of like a normal thing, that people normally start regaining their senses back and regaining stuff back after 3 to 6 months. That's what they're saying, 3 to 6 months. So that's kind of like what was keeping me going. You know what I mean? It was that knowledge that, oh, in 3 to 6 months I'll get better and I'll go back to playing football and I'll do what I was meant to do. You know what I mean? That's what was keeping me going, because I actually I was bedridden for about 2 months. I couldn't move from bed for 2 months. And in those 2 months, I started moving my arms, and my fingers and all that stuff. And my dad would come and would give me like bottle of water, because my dad was a freak of the gym as well. He'll give me a bottle of water. So I'll be doing like hand things with bottle of waters and stuff. And that was what would like bring back like the power in my arms and stuff. So it took me about 2 months to get just my arms ready. And in kind of like in the third month, they were starting to sit me up and stuff, which was weird. It was kind of weird to be able to sit up like this, to be able to sit up like this, not even like this, like with my legs straight, like in bed, but sit up like, it was so weird. I'm not even kidding you. Just that was so weird. It was just like, what is going on? What is going on around here? Anyways, I said it took me 2-3 months to start getting out of bed, even if it's that getting out of bed. Then they put me in a wheelchair. And I said I was still locked in on that, oh, in 6 months time. Okay, 3 months didn't happen. I'm not moving my legs in 3 months, but I've been moving my arms. Good, right? Like, good. I got my arms back. Now it's just another 3 months for my legs to come back. So yeah, that was another thing that was keeping me going, having my legs, having like, oh yeah, all of this happened in like 3 months. So we've got another 3 months to go. So we good. And thinking all that and being in the hospital, seeing other people going through the same thing, that was kind of like what was keeping me going as well. You know, you see little kids that are going through the same thing as you see older people that are going through the same, so you're like, okay, I'm not alone. But that's the thing though, I was seeing it in a hospital that was meant for people that have gone through that. So we were basically like people coming out from like the rest of Europe in that hospital. So it's not common that you will go out and you will see people in wheelchair. Well, I didn't see them when I wasn't like in a wheelchair, you know what I mean? So it's like there I was seeing them, that was keeping me going. So it was good. And I spent 10 years, I said 10 years, damn, 10 months. That was crazy. I spent 10 months in that hospital, 10 months, and I didn't got my legs back. As you can see, I didn't get like the shit back that I was looking for. So it was calm. It was calm because I still had that feeling, because I had a lot of stories that people recovered their legs back after 6 years. People recovered after 8 years. People recovered after 10 years. There was a lot of stories like that. So I was still positive, right? I was still going. But this is another thing. When I was in the hospital, you know, before my accident, since people knew that I was gonna be a footballer, right? I was gonna like play for Atletico de Madrid. I had a lot of friends. I had tons of friends. I was like probably like one of the popularest kid in school. Like I was all over the place. So when I had my accident, people were still coming because it was a hot topic, right? Had loads of people coming to visit me, bro. Loads, the whole village basically, the whole village coming to see me if I'm good, what is going on, and if I'm doing okay. You know what I mean? That's the thing. They were coming to ask me what happened during the accident, so they could go back in the village and tell other people. You know what I mean? And gossip, because people were already gossiping. That's just what it was. People were already gossiping during that time. I heard things like, oh, we were dancing in the middle of the road, that's why we got hit. I heard things like people tried to ask to take us home and we said no. I'm like, bro, what where did all of this shit come from? You know what I mean? I was like, first of all, we were almost 5 of us. If you're coming by yourself, maybe we can fit. But if you're coming with another people, we're not gonna fit. And second, we didn't see no one. Like no one stopped to ask us, hey, can I take you guys home or what? Nothing. So there was so much rumors going on, just crazy. But that's the thing, people that were coming to see me, it wasn't because, oh, I'm your friend, oh, I missed you or what. No, it was just because I want to ask you if you know what happened, if you remember what happened, so I can go and tell them. You know what I mean? I can go and tell other people what happened, can be like the voice of the story and all that. And what I would tell them at that point was, I don't remember. Like I hit my head during the accident and I don't remember, which was false. I could remember everything. Like I up to now, I still remember everything. So it's kind of like I just didn't want all that bullshit, to be honest. I just wanted to be left alone, especially like after the accident. You don't want no one coming to be asking you questions, right? About like the same damn shit that just happened. Like you don't want to remember that stuff. You kind of like want to just throw it away. Just be like, okay, this is a dream. This is not happening, right? So people coming the next day to ask you, or when they know that, oh, you're awake, you're able to talk, you're in a good state, basically, They just come in butching there just to ask you that damn question. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of annoying. So I just told them, hey, I don't remember shit. Like, I don't remember shit. And as soon as I start saying that, they stop coming. They literally stopped coming, bro. The only ones that were coming were still like closer friends. But all those people disappeared. They disappeared. And the more time I was spending in the hospital, the less people came. And at the end, literally almost no one was coming at that point. I remember my parents were still in the UK. My mom was still in the UK. My mom just had a baby. That's why my mom couldn't move to Spain to be with me. Like, my mom just had my little sister. Like, my mom had my little sister on the 11th of November, and 11 days after I had my accident. So she just couldn't travel. You know what I mean? So she was basically locked in the UK. So I was there by myself, and my dad had compromises, which I would tell him as a man to man. I'm like, I'm fine, Dad. You know what I mean? You don't need to stop whatever you're doing and just to come and be with me in the hospital. Like, I mean, I'm a grown up. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, it's fine. Just keep on working. And he did that. So I basically was on my own the whole time in the hospital. So I kind of like formed my own family in the hospital and all that stuff. And one of the things that actually like made it like worse was like the going out of the hospital. That was like the worst part. Because as I said before, you don't realize how inconvenient it is to be in a wheelchair until you go out in the big world. Because the hospital was adapted. Everything was perfect in the hospital. Everything was perfect. So I could just wake up, do whatever I want to. You know what I mean? Just enjoy the ride. But going out in the real world was just hell. It was basically hell. And going back to the house where when I left, 10 months before when I left, I didn't make my room. Like, my room wasn't, my room was all the way at the top. Like, I lived like at the head floor, like the top floor. That's where I literally lived, in the attic. That's literally where I lived. So it's like, I couldn't go back to my room. So just imagine me coming back to the house. It just stairs all over. I couldn't go back to my room. I couldn't go and see the things that I've, even up to now, I still don't even know who cleaned my room or what happened. The stuff that I had in there, I don't know where they are. My dad kept them, but I never asked them. So he's probably throw them away. So it's like, it's one of those things that you go through and it just breaks you down even more. And it's the same thing kind of happened. Like, when I came back to my house, it was the same thing. A lot of people came over to visit, to see me. Oh, you back home? Oh, welcome back home. My best friend is here. Oh, my days, we've missed you so much. 2 days after, I didn't see no one. I didn't see no one. And that's just how it happened. I was literally just on my own most of the time. People just started leaving, going by one. I think that was actually the first time I tried to kill myself, was when I was in Spain. And when all that happened, when I moved back home, I just saw how shitty it is. I couldn't even go outside my house without help, because there was like a steep step going down like outside my house. I just couldn't even do that because I was still new with a wheelchair. Like, now I can do it. But back then, I was literally months in a wheelchair. Like, I had no skills, basically. I had no damn skills. So I couldn't do all that. It was really tough. It was a really tough start. So that was the first time I tried to kill myself. And I don't know what was it that made me not do it. I think it was more of my little sister, because I hadn't seen her properly. You know what I mean? Like, she came to visit when they were able to come to visit once at the hospital. But that was the only time. You know what I mean? I think the reason I didn't kill myself the first time was because I hadn't seen my little sister properly. It's like, I literally saw my little brothers grow up. But what about my little sister? You know what I mean? It's like, she hasn't seen me. I haven't showed her that love of a big brother. So it was like, why would I take that away from her? You know what I mean? Like, I was kind of like being selfish, you know? And at the same time as well, it was kind of like my friends. They didn't make it, because, you know, you always ask yourself these questions of like, why? Why am I the only one that survived? Why did it have to be me? You know what I mean? So at that point, when I tried to kill myself, it was kind of like, I shouldn't. That would just be like a slap to the face to those that did die. You know what I mean? Like it would just be a dishonor. It's like, if I don't want to live for myself, at least I should do it for them. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't make it. So why I that I make it, I did make it. I'm able to see people. I'm able to see how beautiful this world is. Why would I just take that, you know what I mean? Take that away if, when I've been given that chance. So that was the reason. That was the reason I didn't do it that day. My little sister and them, basically. So fast forward, I moved to England because at that point I saw that if I stayed in Spain, I would end up killing myself. Like, yes, I didn't do it the first time, but just being there with no friends, no one to be like, hey, I want to go out. Can you help me? Or can we go out together? Or people to come and be like, let's go out. She like I thought I had them, but no. So it was like, I knew I needed a fresh start. I knew if I wanted to continue living, I needed to start afresh in a place where no one would know what happened to me, where no one would be asking, hey, what happened? What happened all the time? You know what I mean? They would just see me as someone in a wheelchair and just be like, oh, probably he's been in a wheelchair his whole life. Easy, right? And that's what I did. So I decided to move for my mother. I was like, at this point, I'm not going to play football anymore. Football is gone. Like, literally, football is gone. So I might as well go somewhere else and figure something out. So I moved. What up, Cleve? What up? Welcome. So I moved to England, right? And yes, it's Cleve cut me off. But cheers, welcome. I need a little drink. So yeah. I moved to England, and one of the things that I had to do was go back to college. I had to start college. I had to take studying seriously, because those are things that hey, I wouldn't think of, especially when I was playing football. I wouldn't think of that. All I wanted to do was football, literally football. So now I had to restart every damn thing. And I decided to do medical science. Medical science was what I tried to do, because I wanted to learn from myself. I wanted to learn like what was going on in my body. As I said, it was my first year of going into like being a wheelchair user, basically. So there was a lot that I couldn't understand from my body. I was getting sick every 2 weeks, basically. I was in the hospital every 2 months. So it was just weird. Like, nothing felt okay. Like, nothing felt right in me. And so I did medical science to try to understand my body more, to get into like that medicine field, to be like, what is going on with my damn body? You know what I mean? So I don't need to be going to the hospital every damn time. So I know what is going on with me. And that is what I did. I went into college. I did medical science. I actually did great. Like, I had distinctions in everything. So I actually did good. But when doing that, I reached a point that it was like, hey, what am I going to do now when I want to go to uni? Like, am I going to keep on doing medicine? And I did like it. I actually end up enjoying it. Or am I going to do something else? So I was so conflicted. I was really conflicted, because I wanted to do a detective. I want to be what is it? I want to do criminology and psychology. That's what I wanted to do, criminology and psychology. But I was like, damn, just imagine, right? I'm a criminologist, right? And the type of criminologist I wanted to be was one of them that we will go to the crime scene, we'll be present in the crime scene and check out what is going on, what happened, and be like, from how hot this body is, yeah, this dude died like 3 hours ago, kind of shit. That's what I wanted to do. But after I thought about it, I was like, just imagine there's a dead body right there. and me in a wheelchair, going around. First of all, I'm already contaminating this damn scene. The damn scene is already contaminated as fuck. And I'll be having blood all over the place. I'll be literally just dragging blood all over, trying to figure shit out. It wouldn't work. It literally wouldn't work. It would not work. So I was like, damn, nah, that's not gonna happen. And I don't want to sit behind the decks. Fuck no. I don't want to be a detective behind the decks. Nah. If I'm being a detective, I want to be on the crime scene, okay? Not behind the deck. So I was like, okay, no, that's not gonna be it. That is not gonna be it. What up, Cleve? I appreciate the sub. I appreciate the gift there, sub. Thank you so much. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that. So then my next choice was to be a surgeon, because I did like getting into like the medical field more and stuff. Being a surgeon, I was like, cool. But again, we're going to the same damn thing. How would I, a wheelchair user, be on an operation damn room? I'm already contaminating the damn scene with my wheelchair. Like, they will have to do so much like accessibility, like changing things around and stuff to every single hospital that I want to work in, that it wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. And I just said, nah, fuck it. I don't want to start a battle that would take me years. I mean, already studying medicine is already your whole life. So I don't want to start a battle that's going to take me my other whole life. I'm studying and I'm battling the court just to have a hospital accessible for me to be able to do stuff to operate on someone. Like, it's just too much. It's just too much. So I said, no, I can't go that way. Okay. I took a break. I took a year break from college. I was like, calm. Let me just take a year break and chill, figure things out. None of the things I want to do with my disability is just not gonna work, right? So I started seeing American Top Models. I don't know if you guys know about American Top Models and British Top Models, Australia Top Models, all those stuff, right? I started watching it and I realized something. I was like, I see so many beautiful people, like models, but I'm like, I didn't see no one in that had a disability. I mean, it doesn't just have to be someone in a wheelchair. It could be someone without an arm. I don't know, an amputee. You know what I mean? So it's like just little things like that. I was like, bro, why is there no one with disability there? I'm like, I know a lot of people. I've been 10 years in a hospital where you're just full of people with disability. So I'm like, I've seen a lot of people with disabilities that are gorgeous, like gorgeous. So it's like, bro, why am I not seeing them here? And I'm sure they would love to be here. So it was kind of like, oh, let me start the modeling. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was like, oh, I don't see them. So let me do it. You know what I mean? Let me be the one to start it or something like that, right? So I started like promoting myself, putting myself out there just a little bit to see how it works. And nothing, I wasn't getting nothing. Literally nothing. Like people will see, they will see my pictures, I'll post them, they'll see it, they'll contact me, they'll be like, hey, we've seen your profile on Star Now. That's where I was, on Star Now. We've seen your profile on Star Now, and we think you'd be great for this back, even though it was a background, or for this acting role. And as soon as I tell them I'm in a wheelchair, they will say, oh, you're in a wheelchair. Okay, let us know when you're not in the wheelchair anymore. And that was before the disability, all these diversity and inclusion shit was going on. That was before that. So just imagine, every time I get a fucking call, a fucking call, right, from something that I'm trying to be. I was trying to be a model to show that, hey, there's people, you know what I mean, in a wheelchair that can be this, that can do this, you know. They were like, no, oh, you're in a wheelchair, oh, sorry, no. Every time. So I did that for a year, and I was like, what is the point? Like, bro, I can tell why there is no one with disability in this industry, because no one wants to work with us. And that was the reason that I was like, yep, I'm gonna give up. I'm literally gonna give up this. I'm not even gonna try. And thankfully, by the time I was gonna give up, the industry I'm working with now, they send me an email they send me a DM on Instagram. They're like, hey, we've seen that you're a model, you're doing this, you've got your profile, and we want you on our site. And they were starting as well. They were literally starting when I was about to give up. They were starting. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me give it another try. And we've been together since then. It's been like 8 years now. And I've grown, I've done so much when it comes to like doing modeling and even getting into acting and all that. So I've done so much. So it's like, just imagine going from a footballer, like someone that was just mad in love with football, and ending up as a model and an actor in a wheelchair. Like, what? What? Oh, yeah. And even though I skipped a little bit because England wasn't all fun, at some point in college, I didn't want to get into college so much, but at some point in college, I did try to kill myself as well. And that was just because I got overwhelmed. Just seeing so many people my age do the same thing that I was doing back in Spain, and I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? That just ate me from inside. Like, it literally ate me from inside out. I just couldn't take it. Just imagine we're in middle of a class, and I don't know, there's no teacher, and we just put some music, and my friends just start dancing. I just want to do that too. Or we just go out, people are running to like McDonald's, which is one of the things that we used to do in college, run back to Mackey's. We call it Mackey's. Run down to Mackey's. I just couldn't, because at that point I wasn't even skilled with my wheelchair, so I'll probably just fall off if I tried to like go fast. Now it doesn't happen. Now I'm quite skilled, but I would probably just fall off at that point. So yeah, I really had a hard one, to be honest, in college, when it comes to accepting who I was, like me being in a wheelchair, like my life being different. It really took me time. But yeah, that didn't happen. I tried to do it. I was literally in the bathroom, about to do it. I messaged, the funny thing is, like, I messaged my auntie saying goodbye, which if I had a message, I could have just done it and just nobody would have noticed. But the funny thing, I would have done it in my mom's house with my little brothers, which would have been worse. Now that I think about it, would have been worse. But I messaged my auntie. I told her, I was like, I'm really sorry, I cannot take it anymore. And that's when she works in like the medical department. She works as a nurse. So she's sending an ambulance, and they came in, they broke into like the toilet, and they took me out. So yeah, I didn't die again. So at this point, it's been the second time that I tried to kill myself, and it didn't happen. So I'm just like, yep, if it's not gonna happen, let's just continue living then. Let's just enjoy life. Cause why not? So basically, yeah, that is a bit on myself without jumping too much into details. Really appreciate every single one of you watching, listening, and all that. I know it's been a lot of yapping, freaking an hour and 27 minutes of yapping. I'm really sorry. But yeah, that's just me and my disability. So now you guys know why I'm in the wheelchair and where I come from a little bit, and why I'm so energetic. Now, if you guys got any questions, anything that I've missed, there's a lot that you guys have been talking about the whole damn time. There's a lot. If you guys have got anything that I've missed that you want to like probably repeat it, I'm really sorry. You want to repeat, you want to ask me again, I'm glad to answer. So now let's get into question time. Anything. The end man glove. Nah, it wasn't man, Brooklyn Marie. It wasn't man. I tried 2 times, and God or whoever said no. So I was like, okay, cool. I give up. Live that good life, bro. Exactly. There's so much for us to enjoy. There's so much for us to. It's like that's why I don't like getting into quarrels. That's why I don't like wasting my time into being mad with people. Just enjoy life. Like life can go in 1 second. Life can go away in one damn second. So just enjoy it. Enjoy it. Cheers to that. Glad to know you, hater eyes. Cheers to that as well, Kitty. Cheers to that, my hater eyes. Cheers to that. I'll take it. As long as you don't hate my hater ass, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. I sent you a message on Discord. Check it when you're done stream. I'll do that. Thank you so much. You're an amazing individual, and I don't see you as disabled. You're just like the rest of us. A trash talker. Brooklyn Marie. Cheers. To be honest, I don't even like the word disabled. Like I don't like saying the word disabled. It just sounds weird to me. You know what I mean? Because it's like I can do the same thing that everyone does, but just do it differently. You know what I'm saying? So it's like disabled just feels like you've been plucked off. Like I'm still able though. Differently. Was amazing, bro. You know, just a trash talker, you a professional hater, Lord. Damn. I'm a hater. Damn. I guess that's what happens when you go through a lot of shit, like you just hate. I'm an old man now, you know. I'm so old that I just don't care about anything. So I just hate. I just say whatever I think of and I just hate. It would have been assumed if I never got to meet you on here, bro. You are still a strong person for going through a lot. Well, actually inspiring to see you aren't despite the obstacles. That's just how it is, bro. It just takes you. I really appreciate the good words, Cliff. I really appreciate it. It just takes time to realize it, right? That's why when I see people going through depression, I'm like, take your time, darling. Take your time. It's hard. Like I've been there. I've gone through a lot of that. It takes your time. If people are just there saying, "Hey, go over it," this and that, it's not gonna help. Just take your time. Like shit takes its time. It takes less time for others or more time for others. You know. Oh, I've seen people as well with going through way less shit than me, and they're just way more depressed than me, and I'm just like, damn, bro, like, bro. But at the same time, when you think about it, it's just like. It is his struggle. It's not yours. You went through your struggle properly fine. Good. But that's his struggle though. So it's like, let him go through his struggle. You know what I mean? It's different. How old I was when it happened? I was 16. Not 17, my bad. 17. I already turned 17. That was 1 month after my birthday. So 17. Literally in the what they will call it in Spanish en la flor de la vida, basically, like in the peak of my youth. In the peak of my youth, I got cut in half. Damn, that's crazy. Salute. At least your shoes won't crease, bro. Koza. I tell you, bro, my shoes don't, bro. That's one of the things and not just my shoes, bro. My shoes don't. I wear my shoes for like years, clean as fuck, bro. I even go on the bed with my shoes, bro, because they're clean. And cap this. When I go shopping, right? I don't stay on the line. I get a free pass straight. Bro, come on now. You have to take advantage where you have to take advantage. Bro, come on now. Come on. You're an amazing person. I'm glad I met you. So fun and good spirit. That's what's up. Big Sis List. That's what's up. Really appreciate you. Like you guys, You guys have just made it just way easier for me to be able to just be here and be me. You know what I mean? Because you guys are you guys as well. You guys are not hiding. Like when I see you guys streaming or just on the chat, you guys are, you know what I mean? There's no one being hater. There's no one being too pushy. No one is being like, oh, I'm being here just because or whatnot. You know what I mean? You're being here because you want to. You're doing this because you want to. Everyone's just being what they want to. Like same vibe, same community. Come on now. We love you, Glut. Thank you for looking at my rate. I love you guys too. Heart, big hearts, big hearts. The crazy thing is, I remember the first time I found out, but was always afraid to ask you, bro. That's the thing, Cleve. Like most people are always afraid to ask, and I feel like please, don't be. It's always better to ask than to just stay with that question in you. It's just gonna eat you bit by bit every time you see me or every time it's like just ask. As you can see, I don't get offended with anything, like literally anything. And I feel like the more I'm able to tell people about what I'm going through or what I am, they'll be able to understand more about someone in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? So it's like, ask. Don't be scared. Just it's fine. It's fine to ask, but be polite. Be polite. Maybe not with me. I wouldn't care, but always be polite when you're asking. Always. Look at all of us here for some purpose, doing the same thing, supporting one another, and we don't know shit about any other. But that goes to show the gaining love and everything in that thing. Exactly, Brooklyn Marie. Like we just we've literally come in here as a full-on bowl, like a bowl of same energy. You know, like we like it's just like same energy attracts. They always say opposite energy attracts each other, but nah. It's like we are all like kind of like same energy. We don't take things serious. We just enjoy life. You know what I mean? It's like, why not? Why not? And I feel like that's why we all in the same thing. You know what I mean? We're all in the same community because it just makes sense. We just enjoy life. Abuelo GluTTony. Sí, soy un abuelo, la verdad. Soy un abuelo. Estoy bien jodido. Oh shit, the first time I realized bro had wheels. My flowers were. He said, be right back and just roll on the door with choco. I'm still not gonna lie. Hey, it beats like that though. Be right back. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes when you come into my stream the first time and you realize I'm in the wheelchair, they're like, damn, you was in the wheelchair? And it's like, how didn't you know? It's not like I'm hiding it. I think you should go back and read the comments people made when you were talking. Oh, I should? Damn. Maybe we'll do a YouTube video of that, of just me going through the comments. Was it funny? Was it funny, Kami player? My mama always told me don't trust a motherfucker in a wheelchair that got their issues. That's fact. Bro, a motherfucker in a wheelchair with dirty shoes, bro? Nigga lying for real. Bro, why your shoes dirty? What? Why your shoes dirty, bro? Look, I've been wearing these shoes for 6 years. Hold on, where is it? 6 years, bro. I've gone with these shoes day and night. I've done so much with these shoes. 6 years. 6 damn years. And I wear it all the time. Like all the time I wear these shoes. They're like my go-to shoes. It doesn't matter where. They're so comfy. It doesn't matter where. All the time for 6 years. That's facts. What your mama said, mama was right. Mama was right. When I followed you on Insta, I was like, yo. And you posted a news article, so I went to read it. Oh, that news article is long. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, that was from the Daily Mirror. That was like an interview I did with the Daily Mirror. So yeah. If you read that interview, then you will know. You will know a little bit more. I've had a lot of depression when we first met, out of work and lost my job because someone lied on me because they wanted something for free. So thinking I'm a scam, but behind the scam I end up getting messed up for real. Up for a while over that, so I know depression where what. Yeah, exactly. Especially when shit like if you just got sacked because of your own error, cool. But when you get sacked because of someone else's and no one believes you, especially when you know you're in the right, okay, yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah. All the reason to go into depression, bro. Because you just feel like the world is against you. Like everything is against you. Like you just feel like no one wants you to leave. You know what I mean? It just feels like like you're not meant to be here. You know, like you're not part of the world. You're different. It makes you feel different from everyone. It makes you feel alone. Like for real. Oh, you missed that part? Okay, I got you. I'm just trying to see I'm not missing anything else. Okay. Okay, cool. I was caught up. Nah, bro. I'm taking you shopping with me, love. Nah, that's what we need to do, though. That's what we need to do. Hey, Golden Cross, I would like to see your style. That's one of the things. I would like to see your style. That once I move from this house, because I'll have no space, I'll put on all my collections, like my collections that I've been getting like through the years of modeling. I'll put them all like in display, and then I'll be able to show them properly. But we definitely need to go shopping when I go to the US, or even though if you come to the UK, we're going shopping as well. I want to see your style, like especially your UK style. That'll be one of the things to see your UK style. It's out of respect not to it's out of respect not to ask. That's just how we were raised. Yeah, but that is not good though. I know. Even me too. That's what all people will say. That's what all people, but I hate it when I'll be moving around and people just be looking at me. I can tell you want to ask or say something. Just say it, nigga. Why would you just look at me, bro? I can feel your eyes burning my damn head, bro. Like, nigga. I can literally feel it. Feel like Superman burning my damn back of the head, bro. Like, no, just ask. It's better. It's literally better than be looking stupid. It's better. But that's good. That's good. Let the person tell you, hey, I don't want to talk about it. Let the person tell you that. Then that's fine. But when you just be looking and just be making your own assumptions, bro, it's not good. Look at the bright side. Your hands still work. You can roll over some good. Exactly. That's what I do. I always look at the bright side. I can move. I can do the whole. Bro, I can drink my damn wine. And no one can say shit. You know what I'm saying? I live with myself as well. No one can say damn shit. No, I'm a streamer, bro. Even though I'm a small streamer. But I'm a streamer still. Come on now. What up? Damn. Almost choked myself. Almost choked myself. Damn. Facts. I know, Cliff. I've been there so many damn times as well. Depression has been part of my life, and even up to now, there's still times and days that I still get into depression myself. So it's like it's just let it be. You would cry it out. I cry most of the times. I cry at night. When I go to bed, I cry. If I feel like crying because I just didn't feel like the day's been good, I don't feel like myself. I feel like my legs should be back. I'll cry and then just let it out. Then put music and just start going on again. Highlighted and mentions and GluTTony up there with GK for best streamers ever. Hey, I appreciate you, baby Julius. I appreciate it, baby Julius. Say less. Say less. Lord Golden Cross. I call you my streaming family. Come on now. Bro, exactly. Exactly. I'm telling you. Bro, why are you big bro? Why? Because I feel like you know what I'm saying? It's not anyone that just be calling big bro. And there's a lot of people that are bigger than me. It's not just anyone that be calling big bro. It's like when I feel that connection with you, yeah, I'll call you big bro. You deserve it. You know what I mean? You're a big bro. So especially in this streaming shit, you're big bro. So I'll say it. You know, ads. Julius been ads so many times. Maybe I want to drag my feet and imagine I'm walking. Use my shirt. My shoes dirty. Nah. Why would you drag your feet down just to imagine you walking? Like it wouldn't even work. Like, nah, that was just waste of shoes. That's just you just dirt in your shoes for no reason. You know what I mean? One thing is like when you're transferring, because when I transfer, the reason that my shoes are like this and dirty, first of all, 6 years and I haven't like been washing it too much because I say it's a day-to-day shoes. The reason that it's like dirty a little bit, like at the bottoms and stuff, you can see like the dirt, is because of when I transfer from my chair to the car. That's when I would like my legs would touch the ground and stuff like that. That's the only times. Like for real, the only times when I throw my wine. I throw my damn wine. Do I have something to clean it with? Ah, fuck it. Figure it out later. Maybe I want my uncles to touch grass. You want your uncles to touch grass? I mean, yeah, but that doesn't mean your shoes are gonna get dirty though. That doesn't mean your shoes are gonna get dirty for touching grass. You can touch grass all you want, but your shoes are not gonna get dirty. How you been, cousin? Busy, cause you. Hey, that's what you do, Julius. That's what you do. Remember Spider-Man? Wait, what? Hey, if you love fashion, GK, if you love fashion, bro, then say less. When you come over, bro, that's my shit. Bro, you see my Instagram, that's my shit. Like, modeling is my shit. Like, I love fashion. Even though I don't do it here, because when I'm home, I just like to be comfortable. Like, why would I be wearing some glamorous shit just to show it on stream, just to wear it for an hour? You know what I'm saying? Like that, I'll be uncomfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm home. Let me be comfortable. I wear the sheets that's comfortable to me. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, when you come over, or if I go over, bro, the shopping we're gonna do, bro, come on now. Come on now. Okay, I was saying, what the hell do you have in your tongue? A tongue piercing. Women love the fuck out of that, bro. Women love the fuck out of that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Superman laser on your head, bro. I tell you, that's how it feels like. When I can literally feel them staring at me. I can feel it. Like if I'm being lasered, I can feel it. Like it doesn't matter if I'm not looking at you. I'm just going. If you're looking at me, I can feel like someone is looking at me, and I'll turn around. I'll literally turn around. Not you ready me take a shot. Not you ready me take a shot, Bricky Marie. Not you ready me take a shot. I don't have shots right now, but I've got wine though. I'll take a shot of wine for you. I'll take a shot of wine for you.